Monday morning, everybody. I hope you guys all had a great weekend. We did. Our son and daughter-in-law and our 6 grandchildren came up for a visit, and that was wonderful. We had a great time with them. Brenda might even share a little bit more about that even later in the video. They actually came up on Friday about 11 o'clock. They got there, and before that I was able to run down to my log job. I had 6 trees left on the job to be finished, and I was able to do that and get it all done. And so I am very happy to get that log job done in the time that I was hoping to get it done, which is great. This morning we're headed down to a place that is to a friend of mine that is actually going to help me change the plow bottom on my plow. Brenda had shown this in a video a few videos ago, and I will try to explain a little bit more about how we're going to go about doing it, and a little bit more about that particular plow. This is a plow that we'll be using to plow up some of our ground this spring, we hope, and we'll hopefully get some videos on that also. The person that's doing it, I'm pretty sure, would rather not be videoed, so we got to kind of be careful about that. But hopefully we can still get a little bit of videos or pictures and show you what we did with that. So we'll see you in a little bit. So right there, guys, is the old John Deere plow that was on here, and now this is the Keystone plow that we're going to put on that moldboard. So we'll show you how it looks when we're done. So what we're doing, we're just getting another bolt, but we got the further bolt hole lined up. So we're going to put a bolt in there, and then we're going to tip this plow in such a way to get it leveled to be able to get the second hole in there to put another bolt in.
Well, hello everybody. I just stepped into our greenhouse and it's nice and warm in here. It's about 80 degrees and it's warm because Jim fixed the radiator that heats it this time of year. He didn't fix the radiator, he fixed the pipe. We have it plumbed up to our outdoor furnace, and the water runs through the pipes, of course, and the water runs from the outdoor furnace, which is right out here. The pipes run underground to the greenhouse, and I'll show you out here some of the piping is above the ground right now, but I will cover it up. But we have a cold frame out here, and I just noticed this morning, can you see the little seed coming up there? That's spinach, I believe. Since he got the heat going, the pipes, there's heat under here and it's warmer. Seeds are starting to come up. I have lettuce and spinach in there. And I'm looking forward to growing a lot more things in my cold frame outside this year. The cold frame is also very great for hardening plants off before we plant them outside. So this is such a lovely place to be. As you can see outside, we still have snow, and it's nice to be able to come in here this time of year and have the light from the greenhouse. Even though it's a cloudy day, at least there's some light in here, and it helps. The plants are doing okay here. What I have growing is just some petunias, and I'll tell you about those in a minute. And this weekend I had my granddaughter Noelle help me transplant some of my pansies. It was fun to have our son Levi's family here over the weekend. Our grandson, two of our grandsons celebrated birthdays, and we were pleased that James wanted to come visit us on his birthday. He turned 10, and his little brother Alistair turned 1 2 days later. So the family was here for the weekend, and we really had a good time. Part of the time, like I said, a little bit of the time, we came out into the greenhouse. Also, unfortunately, the family had hoped to escape snow country for a little bit, but the snow came along with them. But in spite of that, we made the best we could of snow and had a little bit of sugar on snow. And here are several pictures of us enjoying some sugar on snow. Our son Levi cooked that up on our stove. It's just boiling the sap down boiling the syrup down even further to make a hard, kind of like candy substance that's fun to eat off of the snow. So we did that, and just really had a good time with the family over the weekend. Also, I wanted to share with you that we had, of course, the children enjoyed going out to see the animals, and Jim and I were just discussing how much we love that door we got from J&E Grill Manufacturing last summer. When several of the granddaughters were up, we put that door in. It's a metal door. No, it's steel. And we were just saying how much we love that door. It's so nice when the grandchildren are here because they can just look out the window and the horses come over to visit, and everyone's safe, and it's just a nice way for the children to see the horses and interact with them safely. And the horses get impatient and kick on the door on the outside, but it's holding up so well, so we really love that door. We just want to say thanks again to J&E Grill for the lovely door. And I thought I'd show you just a couple things I do have going on in the greenhouse. I'm doing a few new things. One of them is I have never grown sweet potatoes, but I'm trying to get them started rooting, and there's some little roots coming, and they will eventually make shoots, which I will plant. Like I said, I'm new at this, but I want to try growing sweet potatoes for the first time. This is a moringa. These are moringa trees, and I'm growing those for the leaves. They will not survive in our climate outside, but they grow fast, and I'm hoping to get, you know, a fairly good size tree, and then harvest the leaves, dry them, and make them into a powder that's really super good for you, high in protein, high in antioxidants, and many vitamins. Just very nutritious plant. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And then I'm also trying ginger. I have been starting these tubers. They're starting to make nodules, and I just planted them in dirt. So we'll see how the ginger goes. Also very good for you. So I'm trying to grow some ginger root. And I'll just share with you here. I've got some of my seeds laid out that I'm going to be planting this year. Some of these I'll start inside, some of them outside. But I decided to get my seeds this year from Baker Creek. It's a family-run business, and they have all heirloom plants and really interesting varieties, so I thought I would give them a try this year. So looking forward to getting things started. I think even this afternoon I'm going to get my peppers and tomatoes at least going, and I really want to try to grow a lot of vegetables this year, and make the most of this greenhouse. Jim was kind of after me because he had to just fix it, and he said, use as much as you can, let's get some use out of this. And so I got some plans, and am hoping to get this filled up with things very soon, so I'll keep you posted on how things are growing. Here comes Jim with Duke and Earl hauling that load of basswood up the hill from the log job. So thrilled to look out my kitchen window and to see a killdeer and a robin. They're there because it's warmer because of the pipes from the stove heating up the ground, and they're probably pretty desperate for some food right now. So I'm so glad to see some spring birds here. Good morning, lady. Hey, everybody. I can really tell that it is spring because of the shedding. It's funny that how they're all so different. Lady kind of started shedding first, and her hair is longer. I just did Bill before Jim has harnessed him, and his hair is the shortest, but hers is probably the longest because being in the shed is colder out there. Her hair is, I love her. Her hair is fine, and she's so soft. And I noticed that Liberty's hair is fine and soft like that too, and that's nice, even though it's quite long right now. But it's a challenge this time of year with shedding. It really is. Hair is everywhere. But that means spring is here. It just takes a lot more time, and it seems like the more we keep after it, then it finally gets done. So that's something I have to keep in mind. Right now it's frozen outside, so they're not getting all muddy on top of it, because that just really makes it something. Lady sometimes acts kind of contrary, but I think she actually likes to be brushed, and she actually likes attention. She also acts very contrary to Bill, but I do think she's sort of she always is paying attention to where he is too, even though she acts like she's the big boss and stuff. But today they get to work together. They're going down the road. Jim is going to be hauling logs home with them. So I guess that about sums it up for this video. We hope that you enjoyed all these little snippets, once again, of what's been going on around here. And we appreciate your viewership. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And we're always looking for things that you might like to see. So let us know in the comments below. And we hope you guys have a great day. So soft. You're so soft.
Stay together. Good. Get. Get.